This, folks, is the all-new 8th generation Porsche 911. It is a 992 series, distinct from the previous model, which was a 991.2, if you can follow that. Now, this car is all new, and I mean an all-new body in particular, and I'll tell you why, because a lot of this car is aluminium. In fact, there's 30% less steel than in the previous car in this new 992. One of the most impressive engineering feats of the body design is the way they've been able to give every model, every variant in the model range to be a wide body. That's right, there's no more wide bodies because you buy a 4 or a 911 GT3. Every model now is a wide body, and it is absolutely a delight when you look through the mirror, the side mirrors there, and see these beautiful wide rear arches come out, and they've pressed that out of aluminium. It's an impressive feat engineering wise. If you come back and follow me back here, this is what I like, and this is the most distinctive feature of the 911, albeit the front is very 911, but this is an all new rear end. So we've got a long brake light here, continuous, brake lights up here as well, and all the cars we've driven on this launch event have been dual exhaust setup, unlike the older 991, 991.2 quad pipe setup on the Carrera S. S being a two-wheel drive car. If it was a all-wheel drive car, to have a 4S wheel drive one of those too. One of the most impressive things about this car is this engine. Under that engine cover is the same 3-litre displacement twin turbo flat 6 that was in the 991.2, but this is an entirely new engine. The only thing carried over, in fact, is the crankcase. Pistons, rods, it's all new. Turbos new, everything new. And what we've got here is 331 kilowatts, 331 kilowatts, 530 newton meters. This car is plenty quick. But before we go for a drive, I want to show you the interior, because it's all new interior as well, and Porsche have really stepped it up here in terms of technology and modernisation of the interior. It was always a sort of a bit of an afterthought in the past, but this thing is properly modern. Pretty impressive interior too, and it's all new, and probably one of the most distinctive features of this car, and I'm not sure I like it yet, is this shifter, which I mean, it's been called a brawn shaver before. It looks pretty much like that, especially this top beveling. But you know, once you get used to this thing, which we did yesterday on a short drive, we'll go for another drive shortly, but it is quite easy, and of course just flicking it forward or back, basically that's it. And then you've got a manual button down here, which you can go all manual and use these magnificent shifters. But this is impressive. Now, I did say that this car had taken a massive leap in terms of technology. So now, instead of a small screen, we've got a 10.9 inch infotainment screen, and that's wonderfully integrated into the dash, as you can see. Up here, we've still got an analog tacho, which is a hallmark of a 911. And beside that, we've got two 7-inch digital screens, which you can change, and the functionality is endless. So, you know, it is brand new interior. The seats are massively comfortable, as they always are. And why don't we go for a drive? All right, folks, this is, I mean, it's a wonderful day here, because we're here at the Bend in South Australia. First time for me at this track. And it's a special track. We've driven 4 sessions so far, so I essentially know the international circuit that we're going to be on. And what I can tell you about this new 992, Porsche 992, 911, is that it is a remarkably different car to the 991.2 that it's replacing. And we're left it in Sport Plus. For a couple of laps we'll do, and we're going to use the auto shifting mode, if you like. And what you notice about this car, it is a little bit heavier, 1535 compared to 1430 for the 991, but the car is all new. There's a lot more aluminium in the car, 37% in fact. And I just want to focus on here for a minute because this is a tough corner. Look up, but the car points so well. And 0 to 100 on this Sport Chrono 4S, because that's what we're focusing on here, because the boys at Car Advice have driven the 2S, the Carrera S, at length in Europe at the international launch. But really just unbelievable how hard you can push with this car. Brakes are infinitely better, really. They're 15% lighter, in fact. So we can go very late braking. It's just unbelievable. Everything is new. The body, the aero, it's got active aero vents on the front of the car that work depending on how much speed you're doing and the angle of the airflow. But I like the 4S because you can really drive it out of the corners with utter confidence. Turn in, the steering ratio is improved. It's the way you can drive out of a corner with this 4S is just unbelievable. The turbos are new. They're more efficient, but they're bigger, and they are working to increase the throttle response. Hug the it's just an incredibly rewarding car on track, and it's just unbelievable that out of the box you can drive a Carrera 4S like this.